If you see organophosphate on the step 1, then just choose atropine. You have symptoms of dumbbell, so diarrhea, urination, meiosis, bronchospasms, emesis, lacrimation, salivation. Maybe salvation too. You never know. Maybe Jesus will just come down and help you with your. Anyways, parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest, right? So you have acetylcholine that's released by preganglionic and postganglionic neurons in the peripheral nervous system, and they act on the muscarinic receptors in the target organs. And acetylcholine is broken down by acetylcholinesterases after use. So you have the muscarinic receptors where the acetylcholine hits the body. It's found in the eyes, the lungs, the GI tract, the bladder, the heart, the glands. And so that's why we have dumbbells, right? Because all of these are going to have a cholinergic overload. Diarrhea, urination, meiosis, bronchospasms, emesis, lacrimation, and salivation, or salvation as you prefer. Organophosphates are acetylcholinesterase inhibitors. So they inhibit acetylcholine esterase. So then, if you don't have acetylcholinesterase, then acetylcholine will build up in the synapses. And that leads to constant stimulation of these muscarinic receptors. And that's why you get all of the parasympathetic signs, right? So what about the nicotinic receptors? Those are activated by acetylcholine, and they're found on the neuromuscular junction. The nicotinic ones are. So overstimulation of those would be like muscle twitchings, the fasciculations, paralysis, weakness, and respiratory failure. So for that one, you'd use like pralidoxamine, and that would help to reactivate the acetylcholine esterases. But atropine doesn't affect the nicotinics. Atropine affects the muscarinics. So how atropine works is it blocks the muscarinics, not the nicotinics, and it reverses the dangerous peripheral nervous system effects, like the airway compromise, bradycardia, and secretions. So it's first line antidote to organophosphate. So that's what we need to know about atropine. That's why it's so awesome. So let's dive into this question. So here we have a 4-year-old rushed to the ER after playing in a garage where these spilled a pesticide container was found. He's drooling, he's bradycardic, he's got pinpoint pupils, meiosis. So we're seeing some dumbbell symptoms. So what are you gonna give him? Atropine. We gotta block that muscarinic receptor, and will be a life-saving thing here. That's pretty much it. All you need to know. Let's talk about the trap answers here. Okay, so flumazenil, that's a GABA A alpha antagonist, and so that one is going to treat your benzodiazepine overdose, and it's not used for any cholinergic symptoms. Naloxone is used for opioid overdose, and neostigmine, that would make things worse. That is a cholinesterase inhibitor as well, so you're just going to extra poison them. Pralidoxamine, that's the correct drug class as we talked about. But that's going to reactivate the acetylcholinesterase, and it's used after atropine, but yeah, not first. And sodium bicarbonate is used to treat TCA toxicity. So you'd have the anti-cholinergic signs, wide QRSs, and not cholinergic overloads. So hopefully this is just kind of a helpful video talking about organophosphate overdose, dumbbell symptoms, how you treat it. Atropine is your answer, and maybe some other drugs. Naloxone, just remember that's just opioid overdose. Cool beans. We'll see ya.